Okay, so we are on board the Crow bayliner 3988, and what I'm going to attempt for the first time is I have a problem with the master head. It's a Vacuflush system, and the vacuum generator is not holding vacuum, so it keeps recycling. And there's two heads on this boat. So this is the vacuum generator for the master, and then this is the second head there. And so I have an exploded view, and what we're going to attempt to do today is replace what's called duckbill valves. And you can see that there's one there, and then on the other side of the pump there's one there and one there, for a total of 4. And this is what they look like. This is one valve here. It's rubber, and you can see that these kind of open up. So I think what happens sometimes is when they get old, they won't collapse anymore and hold vacuum. So I don't know. We're gonna find out, but I looked at a couple of videos. I don't know how hard this is going to be, but basically the valves, so this is the line coming in from the head, and the valves are in this in line here. And thought I brought a flashlight, so now you can see that right where I'm shining the light. I'll have to probably remove that hose, so then I can spin off the fittings. So this side looks like shouldn't be too bad. The problem is, I don't know how I'm gonna get down into the other side back in here. I don't want to just start taking things apart, and if you notice here it says do not tamper, factory preset. I might have to remove this this part of the unit here to access the other 2 valves. I don't know. And here's my helper. He's a diesel mechanic, but he's never worked on Vacuflush. So, okay, we're gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna start to take things apart, and I already dumped some hot soapy water into that head to try to clean things out a little bit, but this is not the most enjoyable job. It's a shitty job. Alright, stand by. Okay, so I managed to, and I'm using gloves, but remove this side of the pump, and I removed 2 duckbill valves from that assembly there, which I have outside, and I got to clean them up. It wasn't too bad. I did get a little bit of water leaking out of this assembly, but it's not like it came pouring out. And then what I went ahead and did is I removed on this side, of course. It's right up there. It's just 2 little screws. It's just a cover to expose the other side, which is right down there. So what I'll have to do first is remove the 4 bolts that hold the pump down, so that when I start to, let's see if I can get this light here, so that when I start to remove this side of the pump, this unit can actually move this way out, so I can get to the two more valves in there, down in that inline there. Otherwise, if I start turning that, there's not enough room, too much restriction. It won't come apart. So now I'm going to remove those 4 bolts, open up that side, remove 2 more duckbill valves, and always, of course, note how they're oriented. In this case, they're going this way, so the little the small part of the valves are actually facing this way. So it looks like the flow is going down this way. This line here, I imagine, goes back to the holding tank. Okay, so I'm going to pause again.